Hi, my name is Caitlin Weiser, lead curator for the Delegate Marcia Price's interview on the Virginia On Air Elections and Governance Hub. We are in the office of Delegate Marcia Price of the 95th District in Virginia. Delegate Marcia Price, or Cia, representing the 95th District in Virginia, which is Hampton and Newport News areas. So we're going to start the interview with a few questions. So why did you get involved in politics?
I got involved in politics because I was asked to get involved. But no, I've been involved in the campaign side of politics since I was a little girl because my uncle was in politics. And then I was my father's campaign manager when he won for mayor. And all of a sudden it was my turn to run. And I reluctantly agreed to run, but it's been pretty wonderful knowing the impact that I can make for where I was born and raised.
And what has been your most significant accomplishment to date?
Yeah. So I think my most significant accomplishment would be raising the profile within my community of what a delegate does. There were so many people that didn't know who their state reps were or what they did. And so being able to really bring Richmond to Newport News and Hampton and making government more accessible to the people. Second to that, I would say Francesca's Bill, which was brought to me by a high school student who was sexually assaulted. And we were able to pass a bill that would have made her situation within her school building safer. And so it's in place now for future students. So I have some ideas of what I want to accomplish in 2020, but it really will be based on the composition of the General Assembly once we get there in January. But I'm going to continue fighting on reforming our student debt crisis. And I'm going to continue working on protecting and expanding democracy. And I'm also going to continue working on the Reproductive Health Equity Act.
What is the question you are most frequently asked, and how do you reply to that question?
Yeah, so the question I'm most frequently asked back home is, what's a delegate? And that's fine. And I tell them not only what a delegate is supposed to do, but what I've been doing as a delegate, so on their behalf. But aside from that, a lot of people ask me, how can they be involved in fighting for this issue or that issue? And so we sit there, and even if I'm in the grocery store or wherever they come to me, we try to make a plan for what's possible for their life and their expectations of how they can impact democracy by being a part of the system. So I think for students, especially when I was a student, the first thing that I could do was help other students register to vote. And then the second is to join a campaign. So no matter your political affiliation, find a candidate that not only do you believe in, but that you want to do the work for. It's very hard to explain what the democratic process looks like, but once you enter it and once you see it, you can learn where you want to make changes and how you want to make it better. I was in college and I worked for the mayor's campaign for that city. And then when I went to DC for grad school, I was involved in local campaigns for that. But even though I knew I was going back home, and then I stayed connected to campaigns there, and I really learned I don't like politics, but I really like policy. And so that's where I've tried to focus now. Yeah, I really want to reiterate the importance of citizens and residents being involved in the system. If you are not contacting your representatives, you are sending a message that everything that is happening right now and the way that things are going is perfectly fine for you. And if that's not the message that you want to convey, you need to call them and be engaged. Let them know you are there and really be a part of the process.
Thank you so much.
No
we
problem.
appreciate it.